Hello beautiful creatures, welcome to my channel. I am Aradia, the Witch of Dark Light. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to all of you new beautiful souls here to this channel. Thank you for being a part of my YouTube journey. To all of you who are here with me, I thank you. It is very much appreciated. So this video is going to be about the spell called Return to Sender. So if that's something you want to get into, stick around. I'm going to talk a little bit about what it is, why it's used, and talk a little bit about why I will be casting this magic. Return to Sender is, as its name suggests, it is a spell created when you feel you needed to return some negative energy to from whence it came, right? So it's pretty simple. Return anything that has been sent to you back to the source of origin. I want to talk about when you feel like you need to do this. First, you want to find out where the source of this energy is coming from. And if you do not know where the source of this energy is coming from, you can just cast this magic in a general sense of returning whatever was sent to you from wherever it came back to its origin. And I'll get into that more a little later in the video when I walk you through creating the Candle Magick. So what happens when you do not know where this is coming from? You want to ask yourself, because what's happening when you do a Return to Sender, it could be a family member, right? It could be someone close to you that may be powerful in their energies and, all of a sudden find themselves jealous over you and for some reason, whatever reason. And they find themselves continuously thinking about being jealous about you. So maybe they'll be speaking some words to, their friends or other family members about you. So this energy is building up and all of this negativity is being sent your way. And it sounds like it may not do as much harm, but it really does, because especially depending on the source of origin where it's coming from, because that person may be like this witch who can speak those things without even sitting down, putting a whole spell together, which most witches can do. Just speaking the words can be very powerful. So it could be a friend, a family member, and what happens is when in that case you do a Return to Sender, you are sending that energy back. So you want to ask yourself, how are you going to, pretty much how you're going to really focus your energy on this Return to Sender spell, because it's going to work. You're going to send that energy back, but you want to kind of, in your incantations, in your intentions, send this back and take back your power. And just keep in mind, you may find out a family member is sick all of a sudden, and this could very well be that family member that was sending that negative energy your way. So what's going to happen is that family member is going to be affected along with their family, their children or what have you. So just, you want to think about that. Think about, are you ready to commit to this, depending on how much negative or evil energy has been sent your way. Also, you want to think about, is this coming from yourself? Are you hexing yourself? Now, what do I mean by that? We can, as I said, our words are powerful, and we do not know how powerful they are. When you speak them, your brain hears them. Let's forget about, let's go science. Let's forget about magic for a second. When you're speaking this, you're in a lower vibration, a lower frequency, so your body knows this. Your brain detects this. So it's putting all of that negativity back on you when you are speaking these negative things. For example, you're saying all the time, I'm never going to make the money that I want to make or need to make. If you are continuously saying this, what do you think is going to happen? So all of a sudden, when the opportunity arises for you to be able to make that money, because you sent that energy out there, it's going to say, nope, you don't want to make this money because you said you never will be able to make the kind of money you need. So you have blocked your blessing. So words are powerful. There are many situations that can be created because of the negativity that you have spoken on your life. So think about that when you're doing this return to sender. You are returning. It's like a cycle. You're just like returning that what was sent back to you, and then it's just still in that same cycle of negativity and not coming out and receiving your blessings. So that's food for thought. I just wanted to put that out there because a lot of times when people say they are hexed or cursed or some energy has been sent their way to block all of their blessings, you first want to do some of that due diligence and that work that it takes to raise your vibration, to clear that away before your first action is a plan of attack on the outside source. But initially, when I went to charge my oils and how I did it, I used the 7-day candle for Saint Michael, or Archangel Michael. And I'm guessing the words that I spoke kind of initiated, or just because of his energy, I noticed extra flickering in the candle, and I noticed how the candle was burning. They say when it flickers and does that popping, when it's a spiritual candle, this is some communication trying to take place. And along with that, the rim top of the candle was black by this time. So it's just the top of that candle when all of this activity was taking place. And this was at the time that I had done the candle, lit it, and charged it and did everything. So then I commenced to creating the video. And while I was creating the video, I, chanting those words to the Archangel Michael to aid in the charging and protection of the oils. The candle, I guess, was going crazy, so it was like his presence was here. That was my kind of warning system, and then I began to do some divination and different things. So yeah, that is the reason why we are here, and I'm sharing this with you today because I thought what better time to talk about Return to Sender is when I'm actually going to do it myself. First, before you do this return to sender, what I suggest is the night before you go to bed, which is the day before you're going to do this spell, you want to maybe light some incense, like a mugwort or lavender, or take the herbs and light them over some charcoal, but burn them and speak the intent that you feel that you are being attacked. You feel someone sending this energy your way. So you want to know who it is. You speak to your ancestors, your spirits, your guides, and you ask them to shed some light on the situation. So you light this incense before you go to bed, and then once you go to sleep, the thought behind this is they'll come to you in your dreams, and you'll have a dream all of a sudden of this person that pops up in your head, or it will kind of shed some light on the situation. And even if you aren't having a dream about this, they don't send this information into your dreams. What will happen is the pathways will open up and maybe reveal to you. You'll have a thought about, wait a minute, now this makes sense why this is happening, or now I understand where this is coming from, something like that. That's the thought process behind. Before you do this spell, you want to kind of do like a divination in a sense. And even if you do the lighting incense before you go to bed, you still can use your pendulum, or you can use any form of divination. These are the things you want to do to kind of help you navigate through this spell with having the right information and how you cast it. So first thing you do before you do this magic is the day before, you do a little divination, and when it's time to go to bed, you light that incense, and with the intent of receiving those messages in your dreams. Now that you have gotten that out of the way, you have checked yourself, made sure you aren't hexing yourself, you have raised your vibrations and you're ready. You're like, nope, this is coming from this outside source. I am being, someone is focusing their negative energy my way, damaging and blocking my blessings. So now, what is typically used is a red candle, and I have one here, a 7-day red candle. So you can use, people use black candles, and you can even use white, but just remember, the more correspondence, the more things that correlate to the energy that you need to manifest, the energy that you need to happen, will help produce those results that you need. So I will be using this 7-day red candle, and what I did on this candle, I was going to carve this into a candle, but I didn't have a red candle that I only had 7-day candles, red in glass. So what I did was I created this, it's a sigil if you will, but it's just simply an arrow, and I'll show you that. If you can see, what I did was, because I'm number driven, so I did an arrow with 3 lines at each end, and this arrow represents pointing, sending that all that bad juju back to the source of its origin. So that is why I have this arrow sigil on this candle, because it's going to help further direct the intention. This is not something that is typical in Return to Sender, but however, I will be taking 4 of these white small taper candles, you can see here, and I will be using this to represent each direction, north, south, east, and west, because what's going to happen is when you speak this, you're going to want to really speak that intent, and you want to call out to whoever it is that you work with, call out to the spirits, and call out to the elements, to the north, south, east, and west. You want to pull from every corner of the earth what was taken from you. You want to pull it back from everywhere. The source of that energy that has been taken from you, you want to speak those things. So these candles will represent you receiving what was taken from you from every corner of the earth, right? So when you do this, you are going to, your intentions is calling back what was yours, taking back what was yours, closing the mouths of the people that are speaking about you, putting that negative energy out there about you, pulling back what was yours from them, pulling back what was taken from you, all the things that have been blocked from you. Then you're going to speak, and I return all of that negativity, all of that bad juju, all of those negative thoughts, those negative words that were spoken about me, the jealousy, the hate, the anger, all of those things that were spoken against you, they are returned back to sender, returned back to the source of origin, away from you. And so these are the things you want to think about and speak during this magic. I also will be using, this is a form of my hot foot powder that I created, and it is simply, I omitted an ingredients because I have a 7-day candle, and this is going to be burning in my house, and I usually put sulfur in my hot foot powder when I'm just using it to sprinkle it around somewhere. But since this will be burning, I omitted that. But I have my cayenne and smoked cayenne pepper. I have pepper flakes, hot pepper flakes. And I have some wormwood in here. And I also have some black ash. So I will take a pinch of this and put it on the top of this candle. Now what I like to do, because this is a 7-day candle and these candles are pretty, tall, so you're only able to get the botanical ingredient on the top. I like to periodically, each day as it's burning, place a little more of, in this case, hot foot powder, to help keep igniting that. And the reason why we're using red, right? Because red is fire. Red is war. We are ready to go to war. We're ready to take back what was stolen. And when we say take back what was stolen, these are things because the negative energy was sent your way, the negative juju was sent your way, that negative spellcasting was sent your way. It blocked these things. So now you are taking those things back and sending what is not yours, that negative energy, that evil intent, back to the sender. So this is why red is used in this case, because it's fire. Fire is that passion to ignite and get things done. So yeah, so that's what I will be doing. I will show you in the next part of the video, as usual, me casting that magic. So if you have any questions, please let me know. But stay tuned for the Candle Magic. I send back all evil that was sent to me. It is returned to sender by the power of 3. I take back all the blessings blocked from me. Return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. So mote it be. I love you all. Until the next video, into the shadows.